My fellow Americans, I'm standing here today humbled by this opportunity to run for your president. It's such a privilege to look at each of your faces and know that I could potentially serve you, the people, and supply you your needs and your wants. As a fellow American, I know what this country needs. I know the struggles that underprivileged and working middle class families face, myself coming from one. American citizens like the ones of the working class and even the unemployed deserve recognition for their ethics and their continued support and dedication to the United States. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I should be the President of the United States is because of one thing: I'll work for you. I could hear it now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why should I let you be my president when I don't even know you? What if you're some serial killer running away from the law, wanting to pardon yourself? Or what if you say you're going to do all these things but lie to me? First, no, I can assure you that I'm not a serial killer. Second, if I'm voted in as your president, I will make a vow to this country that I will follow through with my word, because I want the U.S. to succeed the same as you all. But I understand your questions and your doubt to vote for me. Well, I'll share a little bit about myself. As I was in elementary school, I put forth my best effort and succeeded, bringing me through middle school and heading into high school. There I maintained a 4.0 and got accepted into the Livermore Global Scholars Program at Adelphi University. I will be working with the UN, constituting laws for the protection of feminism, abolishment of racial stereotypes, and advocating for the rights of every human. I will be guiding this country to be a better version of its former self. I come from a family of Guyanese and Trinidadian origin. My family of four had my mother, my father, brother, and myself. However, it wasn't all sunshines and ponies, since we had that perfect equilibrium of males and to females, with the younger sister and the older brother, where my mother would stay home and take care of me while my father went to work and brother went to school. No, we had to fight. My mother, father, and my brother all worked from about 8 to 6:30 at night, leaving me at home alone to take care of myself at the age of 8 years old. I had to cook for myself, I had to clean by myself, and I had to entertain myself with my TV limit of an hour in mind. It taught me to be self-sufficient and not have to depend heavily on everyone else, and to carry my own weight and work. We faced onslaughts of racist remarks and harassment just for our skin. Our neighbors tried numerous times to come at us with hatred, and even once tried to call the cops, since my dog went to the bathroom on the side grass, which is public property, berating us that it was his and his alone. However, despite this, we responded back with love, and whenever we had time, we reciprocated their actions with neighborly kindness. I feel that's the American way. When we are thrown into a situation, we respond with grace and integrity, think before we act. And under my party, that's exactly what the U.S. will get again. Some qualities I've been told that I have is that I'm very personable. How can a leader govern the people if they are not in touch with them? I'm not a god of appalling nature where I won't interact with you, citizens of the United States. I am one of you. I will be there for you. I will listen to what you need and what you want. For example, in education, there is a call for more teachers. There is a call for more teachers who are passionate about their work and who yearn to teach our young to be sent into society. The students deserve that respect to get what they need. So, what will we do in response? We promote teaching. We make teaching one of the most revered occupations in our culture, right next to the doctors and the lawyers. Give them more benefits, provide them with top-notch supplies, and allow them to show their creativity in the classroom. Teachers raise our future and our legacy of this country, and they tend to their needs by providing them with proper education with whatever they are given. It's only fitting that we give them what they deserve, that title and the prestige for all their hard work. And it's only just that the people who are going to work on this nation and hopefully be standing where I am get the best of the best. We will incorporate some of the Finnish education regime. Some aspects of it will benefit the U.S. if we incorporate it early. We could catch up from 14th in education with the Finnish and overtake them to become the top, even above South Korea, who holds first in education rankings. We are a country of miracles, and anything could happen whenever. We will ban standardized tests in response to the inefficiency to properly evaluate the young. There is a reason why the Finnish don't use standardized testing, and that is because it just doesn't work. Standardized testing has not improved student achievement. After No Child Left Behind passed in 2002, the United States slipped from 18th in the world in math on the Program for International Student Assessment to 31st place in 2009, with a similar drop in science and no change in reading. A May 26, 2011 National Research Council report found no evidence test-based incentive programs are working. They report, despite using them for several decades, policymakers and educators do not yet know how to use test-based incentives to consistently generate positive effects on achievement and to improve education. Also, standardized tests are an unreliable measure of a student's performance. A 2001 study published by the Brookings Institution found that 50 to 80% of the year-over-year test score improvements were temporary and caused by fluctuations that had nothing to do with long-term changes in learning. Standardized testing advocates for students to learn strictly for the tests that will make or break them. This should not be the U.S.'s goal. We need the kids to learn for the long-term effects. The Finnish have moved away from external standardized testing and shifted to a localized system. There are no mandates standardized testing in Finland, apart from one exam at the end of the years of the high school senior's career, the Matri calculation exam. Almost like a final type of exam, not like a Regents, but with each subject touched upon on one test. There are no rankings and no comparisons or competitions, which is what we should be striving for our country. Instead of creating divisions between our regions and countries, the United States should be making united districts. So how will we attain this? My team proposes that we cut out some of the spending on military and distribute it to other means. A 2009 UCS report estimated that taxpayers could be on the hook for anywhere from $316 billion to $1.6 trillion for nuclear expansion, more specifically. One of our main goals is to defeat ISIS and work with our international partners to cut off funding to terrorist groups, expand intelligence sharing, and engage in cyber warfare to disable propaganda and recruiting and embrace diplomacy. We will start by strengthening our defense, but halting production of nuclear weaponry, saving billions as previously mentioned. We know the destruction of Hiroshima and Nagasaki and the after effects, and we need to continue to conclude that portion of the U.S.'s history. We will allocate that surplus of money to the education department to fund better quality supplies, because let's face it, 13 to 21-year-old instruments and books in education, as well as the curriculum in general, aren't necessarily the best or the most appropriate anymore. The health department, energy, and international affairs will also be some of the departments that gain. The medical sciences are on the brink of some amazing breakthroughs, such as the microbiome, used to prevent, diagnose, and treat disease, diabetes, drugs that reduce cardiovascular disease and death, cellular immunotherapy to treat leukemia and lymphomas, and much more. Scientists predict that the world would have gained 10.8 degrees more in heat in 100 years. Considering the environmental effects from 2 to 3 degrees, 10.8 could be severely troubling to the planet and devastating. So, with funding going into energy and natural resources, we could diverge from that path and go to a path leading to a healing of our overall planet. Finally, the International Affairs Department will gain the necessary funds to combat the propaganda and recruitment of ISIS members in the United States, which is one of our goals. In conclusion, my fellow Americans, together, with your help, we can revive this nation. We could give this nation the reputation it deserves by promoting the education, by defeating ISIS, and by distributing the economy into other areas that are needed. With my team, Francesca Cincioni, Larissa Calori, and Kristen Lasker, together we can build America. I'm ready. Are you? So, here's to our success. Here's to a better U.S. Thank you.